The cake was vanilla, white as a shroud. Across the table, Julian Smilda practiced structural thing. My phone buzzed in my lap. A notification from the nursery's cloud storage. Motion detected. Guest room. I didn't look down. I watched Julian's eyes. They were darting toward my sister Elena, who sat to my left. A flicker of something shared. A secret, breathing between them like a ghost. The laughter in the room felt like static. It grating against my nerves, raw and rhythmic. The suspicion wasn't a sudden storm. It was a slow leak. For months, Julian's late shifts smelled of Elena's citrus perfume. Then came the whispers in the hallway, frantic and far too intimate for I didn't scream. I didn't break a single plate. Instead, I installed the cameras. I watched the grainy footage of my husband and my sister, weaving a life within the cracks of mine. They thought I was blind. They mistook my silence for peace. I hired the private investigator 3 weeks ago. Not for photos I had those. I wanted the financials. The report arrived via PDF. 10 minutes before the candles were lit. Julian hadn't just been unfaithful. He had been draining our joint savings to fund Elena's boutique startup. Every cent of my inheritance funneled into her pockets while he kissed my forehead at night. The betrayal felt metallic. Cold, zinc on the tongue. I closed the screen and walked into the dining room, the predator wearing the skin of the prey. The room went quiet as Julian stood to give a toast. He teased me about my age, his wit sharp and demeaning. Our friends laughed. They thought it was love. "To my wife!" Julian smirked, raising his glass. Who always knows how to keep a secret. He stood up. I didn't raise a glass. I pulled a stack of high-resolution stills from my purse and fanned them across the white tablecloth like a winning hand of poker. "To Julian," I said, my voice a dead calm, who forgot that the house always has eyes. The laughter died. Elena's face turned the color of ash. Julian's hand trembled, wine spilling onto the photos of him in her bed. "I've already frozen the accounts," I whispered into the deafening silence. "The divorce papers were served to your office an hour ago. You have nothing left but each other. And, honestly, you're both overvalued assets." I walked to the door without looking back. The air outside was sharp and clean. I don't feel the sting anymore. I only feel the weight of the key in my hand. I am no longer the birthday girl. I am the architect of my own exit. I didn't lose a husband. I evicted a parasite.